Hello jazz lovers, Simon Peterman here. Welcome to my newest video of the channel, Jazz Lovers Discovering Listening Secrets. And today we're gonna see what the collective mind of humankind, and I know this is a big name to say, a big thing to say, a big word to say, the collective mind of humankind actually says about jazz listening, respectively jazz learning. And you maybe think, okay, what's the collective mind of humankind and how can we actually access this? And I think we can just access this with the AI, the ChatGPT. In the past few months, this new tool has really been around the internet. Everyone has been talking about this, and now we're going to see what can it actually tell us about learning jazz. I call it the collective mind of humankind because the ChatGPT, he can access everything that is on the internet until I think like 2021 or 2022, so it's actually not up to date. You cannot ask him about the latest news. Who is the King of England, for example? ChatGPT may not know, except it has access to news sources. But as far as I know, it can only access all the information that is online on the internet until 2021. We can actually have a look at what does the internet say about learning jazz. This is what I'm gonna ask the ChatGPT now. It's what's a good way to learn jazz? So I typed the question and now we're going to see what does it respond. So learning jazz involves developing a variety of skills and then start by listening to jazz music. Start famous artists, swing, bebop, cool jazz, learn music theory, practice improvisation, learn from a jazz teacher, join an ensemble, attend jazz concerts. So this is again listening. So the first and the last point are actually about jazz listening, and I think this is really interesting. Why does it actually start with jazz listening? So let's ask again, why is listening point number one? Why is listening point number one on this list? So it says it's a critical component of learning jazz. Jazz is an oral tradition, and the best way to learn is by listening to great jazz musicians. Listening also helps you to develop an ear for improvisation, inspiring and motivating. It can help you to develop a passion for the music and a desire to learn more about it. By listening to jazz, you can also identify the specific styles or artists you enjoy. Overall, listening is an essential first step in learning jazz as it provides a foundation for further learning and development. And now let's ask, what is the best way? So now we know what to do, but we also need to know how to do it. So what is the best way to start listening jazz? So let's see. I'm really curious about this. A variety of styles and artists. Start with the classics, all the big names. Then explore different styles. Learn about history of jazz. Attend live jazz performances. Create a jazz playlist. Okay. The best way to start listening to jazz is to explore a variety of styles. Here are some tips to help you get started. So start with the classics for sure. This is very important. You can see this in my free listening guide. Then explore different styles. Learn about the jazz history. That's also very important. Understanding the history of jazz and its cultural context can help you appreciate the music on a deeper level. So here it talks about how to get deeper into jazz. That's also very important. So I totally agree with this one. And then attend live jazz performances and create a jazz playlist. So I'm particularly curious about understanding the history of jazz and its cultural context that can help you appreciate the music on a deeper level. So why does understanding jazz on a deeper level help me with my playing? Music on a deeper level help my playing. So again, it's very interesting. It says understanding music on a deeper level can help your playing in several ways. It's about improvisation, about interpretation, and then collaboration for sure is very important, and creativity. And when you have a deeper understanding of music theory and also music history, probably it includes, you have a greater ability to improvise over chord changes. So let's ask again and ask about understanding the history of jazz and its cultural context here. So why does understanding the history of jazz and its cultural context help you appreciate the music on a deeper level? Let's ask this. Understanding the history of jazz and its cultural context can help you appreciate the music on a deeper level because jazz is a genre that has been shaped by a complex interplay of musical, social, and cultural factors. Jazz originated in the African American community in New Orleans. By understanding the historical and cultural context in which jazz immersion evolved, can you gain a deeper appreciation for the music. So again, by diving deep into jazz listening, and this means learning about the stories behind the music. That's here, the history behind jazz is very important to understand jazz music, but also the understanding of music theory and what is actually happening in all the music is also very important. But for me, the main point about this questioning ChatGPT is, what's a good way to learn jazz? And then it says start by listening jazz music, and then it lists all the ways we can actually deep dive into music, dig into the music, get a deeper understanding on what is happening on a theoretical but also on a historical level. Now, as a conclusion to this video, I think it's really interesting for me to see that this diving deep into listening, get deep, try to get a layer and a layer and a layer behind the music. That's really interesting. And for me, the most striking point is actually what's a good way to learn jazz. And it says, start by listening to jazz music. And then it gives various points how to dig deep into jazz, immerse yourself into jazz, go lower and lower and lower. Not only it is important to listen to jazz music and to study some jazz theory, or maybe what are the structures and the way the music is played and what the musicians actually think about, but also what is the history behind jazz music. So the story behind all the songs and the tunes and the tracks and the composition is very important to learn how to understand jazz. And this will eventually all help you to learn jazz and to play jazz. So playing jazz is not only about playing with friends and learning some jazz standards, it's also about immersing yourself, dive deep into jazz, to the history, into the tradition, and start to understand why this music is actually shaped the way it is. So I hope you like this little video about ChatGPT and jazz music. Let's see you on this channel again. Jazz Lovers Discovering Secrets by Simon Peterman. I will be back soon for you.